Most people live their entire lives inside the warm, comfortable, and safe circle of the crowd. The crowd is familiar. The crowd tells you where to go, what to do, and even what to think. It's easy to stay there. You get to blend in. You don't have to take risks. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You simply follow along. But here's the truth. The crowd is not going anywhere new. The crowd walks in circles. The crowd's destination is mediocrity. And if you're honest with yourself, you weren't born for mediocrity. You were born with something unique, something that only you can bring to the world. That's your calling. And the moment you start following it, you break free from the crowd. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's lonely at times. But that's where growth, freedom, and fulfillment live. The trap of the crowd. The crowd feels safe because it's predictable. Everyone around you is doing the same thing, choosing the same careers because that's what everyone does. Following the same life timelines because that's what people are supposed to do. Thinking the same thoughts because it's easier not to disagree. The crowd is like a river that's been flowing the same way for hundreds of years. You step in and it carries you along. You don't have to swim, you don't have to steer, you don't have to think, you just float. But here's the danger. If you don't know where that river leads, you could be floating toward a life you never wanted. A life where you wake up one day and think, how did I end up here? This isn't who I wanted to be. Most people realize too late that the crowd is not leading them to their dreams. It's leading them to its dreams. And the crowd's dream is safety, not greatness. Your calling is not for everyone to earn. When you start following your calling, not everyone will get it. Some people will laugh at you, some will doubt you. Some will try to pull you back into the crowd because your courage exposes their fear. Understand this. Your calling was not given to them, it was given to you. It's a personal message from life, from God, from the universe, however you choose to see it. It's a seed planted in your soul that only you can grow. If you hand it over to the crowd for approval, they'll tell you it's too risky. They'll tell you it's unrealistic. They'll tell you to be practical. And if you listen long enough, you'll start believing them. And that's how callings die. Not because they're impossible, but because they were left unattended in the noise of the crowd. The signs you're meant for. Maybe right now you're in the crowd, but you feel restless. Maybe you're following the script society gave you, but deep down you know there's another chapter you're meant to write. Here are some signs you might be ignoring your calling. You feel unfulfilled even when you have everything. You daydream about a completely different life. You feel like you're pretending to be someone you're not. You admire people who've taken the leap but think, I could never do that. You feel a quiet but persistent pull towards something, even if it makes no sense right now. That pull, that's your calling whispering to you. The longer you ignore it, the heavier the dissatisfaction grows. Breaking away. Breaking away from the crowd is not a one-time event, it's a process. At first you might only step a little away. You test the waters, you explore. But the more you listen to your calling, the braver you become. Step 1. Get quiet. The crowd is loud. Your calling speaks in whispers. You need silence, reflection, and stillness to hear it. That might mean journaling, meditating, praying, or simply taking time alone. Step 2. Identify what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, if no one judged me, what would I do with my life? What lights me up so much that I lose track of time? What injustice or problem in the world makes me feel I have to do something? Step 3. Take small, consistent steps. You don't have to burn all bridges overnight. Start small. Take a class, start a side project, meet people in your field of interest. Momentum grows with action. Step 4. Accept that you'll lose some people along the way. Not everyone will come with you, and that's okay. You'll find your tribe, the ones who share your values and vision. The resistance you will face. The moment you step away from the crowd, you'll face resistance, self-doubt. What if I fail? Criticism. Who do you think you are? Fear of judgment. What will people say? Financial pressure. How will I make it work? Here's the truth. Every person who's ever followed their calling has faced these same fears, and yet they kept going. The difference between those who make it and those who don't isn't talent. It's persistence. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to move forward, despite the fear. Stories of those who chose calling over crowd. Think about history's changemakers. They all went against the tide. Rosa Parks didn't follow the crowd's rules. She followed her calling for justice. Steve Jobs dropped out of college, ignored traditional career paths, and followed his calling to build tools that would change the world. Mahatma Gandhi chose nonviolence in a time when aggression was the norm because his calling demanded it. They didn't have guarantees. They didn't know if they'd succeed, but they knew they couldn't ignore that inner voice. Why following your calling feels different. When you're in the crowd, every day feels the same. When you're in your calling, every day feels alive, even the hard days. You may work harder than ever before, but it doesn't feel like wasted effort. You're building something that matters. There's a different kind of tired when you're living your calling. It's not the drained, hopeless tired of going through the motions. It's the satisfied, purposeful tired of someone who knows they're on the right path. The price of not following your calling. You can ignore your calling. Many people do. They tell themselves they're being practical or realistic, but there's a hidden cost: regret. Regret for the life you could have lived. Regret for the impact you could have made. Regret for the joy you could have experienced. Research on people at the end of their lives shows that the biggest regret is not what they did. It's what they didn't do. They wish they'd had the courage to live a life true to themselves, not the life others expected of them. Your calling is not a destination. Here's something most people misunderstand. Your calling is not a single fixed point in the future. It's a path. It evolves as you evolve. It grows with you. Following your calling doesn't mean you'll have it all figured out. It means you commit to listening to that inner voice, adjusting when needed, and staying true to yourself. The rewards of following your calling. When you choose your calling over the crowd, you gain authenticity. You're no longer pretending. Purpose. Your life has meaning beyond survival. Fulfillment. You wake up with a reason to show up fully. Impact. You contribute something only you can give. And yes, sometimes even financial abundance. Because when you do something with genuine passion and skill, people notice. Final call to action. The crowd is moving in one direction. If you follow them, you know exactly where you'll end up, living someone else's story. But if you choose your calling, the road ahead is unknown. It will challenge you, it will test you, it will sometimes scare you, but it will also set you free. So ask yourself right now, am I following the crowd, or am I following my calling? If it's the crowd, step out. Even if it's just one small step today, your future self is waiting for you, cheering for you, thanking you in advance.